PLEXOS interface and data modeling. PLEXOS input interface. It is used for creating, editing, and reviewing input files. There are three main elements of the interface: the ribbon menu, tree pane, and data grid pane. The layers of hierarchy of tree and data panes are objects, which are entities to be modeled, memberships, which are relationship between objects, and properties, which describes the characteristics of objects. Elements of PLEXOS interface. If we open PLEXOS, we can see in the top menu we have the ribbon menu. To the left we can see the object tree. In the middle top we can see the memberships tree, and right underneath it is the properties tree, and then to the right we can see the data grid pane. Exercise 0. Opening PLEXOS. The main task of this exercise is to open PLEXOS and create a new database, identify object, membership, and properties windows, identify ribbon, go to settings and select imperial for the units, and keep PLEXOS open for the following exercises. You may pause the video and go to PLEXOS for practice. So now that we open PLEXOS, we can go to Home and Settings and choose Imperial for units and click OK. As we can see, to the left side we have the object, in the middle we have the membership pane, and the properties is underneath, right underneath the memberships, and the ribbon menu is on the top. So now after returning from exercise 0, this illustration shows the membership created between the generator, fuel, emissions, the nodes and generator. We can create a membership between the node and market, between market and company, and fuel. We see that the model base is connected to the report with membership and with the horizon as well. Properties can be defined on objects as well as memberships. So the first element is object. So objects are entities to be modeled. It can be regions, buses and transmission lines, markets, energy and ancillary services, fuels, emissions, generators, constraints, reserves, data files, simulation settings, which are models, horizons, reports. Objects are displayed in the object tree pane. Objects are organized by class. Objects can be grouped by user-defined categories. The second element of PLEXOS is memberships. Memberships define the relationship between two objects. A generator burns a fuel. A generator provides spinning reserve. A transmission line connects two buses. A bus belongs to a region. A hydro generator uses water from a storage. A constraint involves two generators. A model simulation run uses a group of scenarios. Memberships are displayed in the membership tree pane and has a color code. It can be either red, black, blue, or gray. The red code indicates that the membership is required. The black code indicates that this object is a parent object in this membership. And the blue indicates that this object is a child in the same membership. And the gray code indicates that inferred membership, not directly editable. Example of memberships. Memberships of transmission objects in PLEXOS. If we have two regions and we have a zone inside the region, we can see that we have inside the region nodes, which represents transmission ends. So in order for us to create membership between these two regions, we need to link at least one node from each region by a transmission line, and that will be a regional interconnector. The third element is properties, which are characteristics of objects. Properties are displayed in the property tree pane right underneath the membership. It also comes with color coding, red, black, or blue. Red toggles object in or out of simulation runs. If the value equals 0, the object is out. If the value is greater than 0, the object is in. Black code. Object is parent in this membership or defined property. And for the blue code, object is child in memberships or defined property. Characteristics of objects. It could be either maximum capacity of a generator, fuel price of a fuel, load profile of a region, simulation switch in a study, report switches, time slice definitions, or scenario definitions. The takeaway from this section is information becomes more granular as we move from left to right, and the workflow goes from left to right as well. The left section is the object tree. The top middle is the membership tree. The bottom middle section is the properties tree, and the right section is the data grid pane. And lastly, the ribbon menu is on top of the membership and object trees.